Hey guys, I just wanted to come to you with a video because, I've been watching a lot of my creepy stalker story videos here on YouTube, and I thought, hey, maybe I should make my own because I too, like many people, have had a creepy stalker. And this involves a creepy stalker and ice cream. Yeah. I know. Anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. Okay, so this happened about 4 years ago. I had just moved to the area in which I live now. I was going to a new school and everything, and I was taking the school bus. So, we lived in apartments, and under the apartments were like shops or like little restaurants, and I just happened to live above an ice cream shop. Yeah. So, in order to get up to the apartment, you could either walk in front of the ice cream shop and take the elevator upstairs to the apartment, or walk in the back through the parking lot, take the stairs upstairs. So, I said, I'm not taking the stairs. What do I look like? I'm going to take the elevator. So, every day I would walk in front of the ice cream shop, past this man. I'm not sure if he worked there or if he owned it. I'm not sure to this day. But I would take the elevator upstairs to go to the apartment. And every day he would say hi to me. Nothing weird about that. And I would say hi back, trying to be polite. And this happened every day for maybe some weeks. Yeah. So every day this would happen. And one day I'm walking past him and he says hi. And I say hi back. And he goes, hey, would you like a free ice cream cone? And I go, yes, I would love a free ice cream cone. Yes. So he goes, okay, come in. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I walk in. There was not anybody in there. I wonder why. But yeah, there was no one in there. And then he kind of like moves to the side of the door, and then he goes, aren't you gonna say thank you and give me a hug? And I was like, but like, I don't know what I thought, but like, I don't know. I guess I didn't want to be rude. Like, I was scared at the same time as I didn't want to be rude. And so I was like, okay. And he was like, all right, move over here so the cameras don't see. And I'm just like, I'm thinking, you guys are gonna call me stupid, but like, I was like kind of like in shock, and I was just like, okay. And I gave him like the limpest hug that you can give anyone, and I'm just like, okay. And he hugs me tight, and I'm just like, oh my god, is he gonna kidnap me or something? And then he lets go or whatever, and he moves over to where the ice cream is, and he asked me what ice cream I wanted, and I was just like, coffee. And I remember being in the elevator with my ice cream cone. Here's my ice cream cone. I'm just in the elevator like, so I go upstairs and I tell my mother, oh, I think you should always tell someone when like something's not right, like something like that. So I go upstairs and I tell my mom and dad, and they obviously tell me to stay away from this man. And that wasn't so hard for me to do or want to do. So instead of walking in front of the ice cream shop, taking the elevator, I decided to walk in the back where he couldn't see me and take the stairs. So I would do this every day, and maybe like a couple weeks later, I guess he finally caught on, because my bus stop was like kind of down the way from the ice cream shop. So like when I get off my bus, like if you're standing outside of the ice cream shop, like you can like look down the way and like see me coming. So I guess that's what he would do. He would like see me coming or whatever, and notice I was going in the back instead of the front. So what did he decide to do? Of course, stand and wait for me in the back in the parking lot. Great. So, yeah, I would get off my bus, and then he'd just be standing there in the parking lot, staring at me. Not saying anything, not smiling, just staring at me. He had this really creepy face, like I'll never forget it. Like he was, oh, I forgot to describe him. He had to be about like late 40s, early 50s. He had brown hair. He was kind of balding up top. He was chunky. He was a little fat. And the thing is, he had like these long legs, and then he wore like shorts, and the shorts looked really, really short on him. So not only was he a creeper, he had no fashion sense. I'm just saying. Anyway, oh, my feet hurt. Okay. So anyway, yeah, he would do this every day. He'd just be standing in the parking lot watching me like a weirdo. And I remember this one day, I'm walking through the parking lot, and I see him out the corner of my eye, like gesturing over to me, like kind of like come here type thing. And like I pretended I didn't see him. And then like I had my headphones in, but I can like hear him like calling me. He doesn't know my name, but he was just like, hey, excuse me, hey, 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 excuse me, hey, excuse me, hey, hey, excuse me, hey, hey. And I just like keep going. And then he like speed walks over to me and stops me. And he goes, would you like this coupon for 10% off of ice cream? And I'm just like, okay. And then I took it, and like when he walked away, I threw it. Anyway, I went upstairs. I told my mom. And this happened a lot. Like he would always be waiting for me in the parking lot. So I told my mom and dad. And the thing is, I told my mom and dad so much. One day my mom and my brother got fed up with it, so they went downstairs to the ice cream shop and cursed this guy out and started threatening him, which I do not recommend you do, because you don't know this person. This person can be crazy. You don't know what they're capable of. So, but hey, they did it. So they threatened him or whatever. I remember them telling me, he said, oh, I wasn't doing anything. I'm not doing anything to anybody. I'm just going outside and smoking a cigarette. Okay. Anytime I saw this man, I would see this man every day. He did not have one cigarette in his hand anytime I saw him. He did not have one, two. He didn't have any. Anyways. I remember this one day. It's funny because I got off my bus and it was pouring raining outside, like pouring raining, like thunder was going off. And I remember going and walking home and him being in the parking lot, standing in the rain, watching me. This man would risk getting pneumonia just to watch this walk home. Like this. And like I was always scared of being home alone, because I was like, what if this man just like, because he watched me so much, I felt like he just knew which apartment we were in. And I always was scared of being home alone and then like him coming in, so it got me paranoid. I would always look out my little window like, is he out there offering me ice cream? I don't know. Like I was like, it always freaked me out. Always. And this never stopped. Every day he would just continue watching me, no matter how many times someone cursed him out and threatened him. He would stop for like a couple weeks, maybe like 3 weeks, and then he would start up again. So we ended up moving. We didn't move because of him. We should have, but you know, he didn't really do anything to me, so my parents weren't like they were alarmed, but it wasn't like we need to move like this guy. No, but we ended up moving, and so I haven't seen him in a long time. And sometimes we'll like go past my old apartment complex, and then I'll see the ice cream shop, and I'm just like, ew, like ugh. Like sometimes I contemplate like throwing rocks at the windows, but I think that's jail time for me if I do that. So I'd rather not. But yeah, that was my creepy, crazy stalker story. And yeah, please, if you guys have a stalker, or like you feel weird about somebody, and just tell somebody, anybody, tell a teacher. I told my teacher, she didn't even give me any good advice. What kind of teacher was that? She just told me to stay away from him. Like, but how am I supposed to stay away from him when he knows like every move? Anyways, but thank you for listening. I hope this was entertaining. It wasn't entertaining for me when I was going through it, but when I look through it, when I look back at it, it was kind of ugh. But thank you guys, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.